What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today. Shout out to the Dragon Riders and the House of the Dragon. Hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you all for being here. It is the 26th day of April. I almost said October. That's why I took a pause, a little bit of a pause there. 26th day of April. $452 is the price. 11 hours left in the day. Let's get started, okay? Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all. Let's go. So Bitcoin Cash here, still in dire jeopardy. It really is in dire jeopardy, and it's crazy because a lot of different things could happen here, man. I genuinely do believe that here. I mean, looking at this, hold on, looking at this for what it is. This is a diamond top. It really is a diamond top. So there is a scenario here where in the midst of this diamond top pattern that we do break out to the downside, we do go below $400, and we still rip to the upside, because that's the nature of diamond tops. That's what they do. They're known for breaking out one direction and then ripping back the other direction. There's a procedure where we break above $500 and we still go lower. There's a procedure where we break below $400 and we still go higher. That can happen. I mean, these diamond tops, again, are tricky in that sense. I'm still very skeptical of any kind of upside, because I think if we were to have seen it, I think we would have seen it by now, but we're still within the confines of this pattern overall. We look at this for what it is, this range here. There's a pretty big gap to the downside. It's pretty obvious that this is kind of like a pull on Bitcoin Cash at this point. We were holding support. We were doing good things. We have been holding up much better versus Bitcoin than any other altcoin, and that's still, even with this very lackluster last couple of months, that still holds true. But we're coming to the end of our ropes, and I fear that if we don't get the reaction we're looking for and break out this way, that we might come back to the base area of this greater consolidation phase if we're breaking out of this consolidation phase here. Diamond tops are notorious. They are notorious for false breakouts one way and then ripping to the other side. But they're also notorious for high velocity moves in the direction that they do break out. It's like a 50-50. It's like a coin flip. You don't know until you're at the end of your rope, basically, with it. You just kind of have to expect. These are patterns that are really, it's very essential to have, is it a leading stop loss? A trailing stop loss. Not a leading stop loss, trailing stop loss. Because you never know, man. You just never know. And they move very, very fast when they break out. We're definitely getting to that breakout point. And that could express why whenever we moved down here, when we broke out of this little phase, we saw less volume. It's because we're not really breaking out of anything. We're still just forming and conforming in this setup further and further until we get to that apex point where the volume is completely low. Everybody's made their bets, and now it's time to make the bed and lay in it. We'll see. I want to look at the short-term stuff, go over the long-term stuff. Hopefully I've given you some things to think about there. It's not too new. It's stuff that we've already talked about, but you know, for a very long time, we've been assuming that we'd move up here, and it's just gotten to the point. I said it down here. I said if we don't make the move soon, we're in trouble, and that's exactly where we're at now. We didn't make the move soon. We tried. We tried twice, man. I got excited because it looked like we were making the move, and we did not make the move, man. We might be in trouble, and that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes you're in trouble. 1 hour time frame here. Looking at this. Volume came in on the pump, nice, coming back down, consolidating over the weekend, not bad. I mean, you look bullish. You do look bullish on the 1 hour time frame, if I'm being fair. You look pretty damn bullish here. The RSI is kind of bearish. The stochastics are bearish, and the MACD is bearish overall. But it's the 1 hour time frame. You're also moving sideways. I'm really not worried about it. 4 hour time frame, yeah, higher lows, higher highs, relatively speaking, in this little dynamic here. Overall, lackluster price action though. The RSI actually does have a bullish shape. I don't like this. I don't like that you've kind of broken out of that right now. But I don't know if we connected those dots, you broke out of that and then you moved upside down. Is it that big of a deal? You back tested it here. It might be a big deal. I don't know. You're right at the 40. It's a perfect area to bounce. You typically do actually like to bounce here. I mean, you look bullish. You do look bullish. Even with the break of that trend line, there's still higher lows and higher highs. You do look like you're on some type of path higher, right? Like you look like you've got that. So this is positioned properly for a move up here, I think. Stochastics are reset. The MACD is, man, we're right at the zero. We're right at this perfect area to bounce. It's where we bounced, we moved up here. We bounced, we moved down there. We found resistance, moved down there. Kind of sloppy back here, but just in that area nonetheless of support. We do have also bullish divergence on the MACD where you have higher lows in the histogram here, and we have lower lows in the price, so it's bullish divergence overall. It's not bad. We look at this on the daily time frame. I'm wondering what the 44 on the crypto fear and greed index. Daily time frame. I don't like the RSI here so much. To me, it seems the trend, sure, you've got some higher lows, but it seems as though we've been finding resistance here. You might expect to come down. This doesn't in itself necessarily imply that Bitcoin Cash is going to plummet through the depths, but this could imply that, yeah, we do see a breakout to the downside. We are breaking out of our diamond pattern to the downside. Maybe we dip just below $400 and then boom, then we rip. You know, we find support here within our RSI and then boom, then we get overbought. Maybe that happens. The MACD on the daily time frame is at the zero level, a perfect area to reject. It really is perfect. You've been green for a little bit now. You can be green for longer. You can be green twice, 3 times, 4 times as long. But you've been green for a little bit now in an overall very bearishly dominated kind of territory for the MACD, and we're right at the zero, a point of contestation. And the stochastics have bearish divergence rejecting the overbought zone. I mean, overall, just this daily setup, to me, like the 4-hour time frame might express a move up. Maybe it's a lower high, maybe it's a higher high, but the daily time frame says whatever you throw, we're kind of at the top area of this little move up here. So maybe bullish in the very, very short term, like the next day to 2 days, maybe even 5 days, but bearish over the coming week and weeks, I think, ahead. We'll see. Speaking of weeks, let's go on the weekly time frame real quick. Maybe you're not with me at all. Maybe you don't think that this is a diamond top. Maybe you just think it's a wedge pattern. In which case, you know, on a weekly time frame, it looks pretty much like a wedge. It does. And patterns can have all kinds of shapes and sizes, you know, coming in all forms. I mean, maybe it's a wedge. If it is a wedge, wedges are also notorious for fake outs, okay? Though less extreme fake outs, you know, we might see a fake out one way or the other and then rip the opposite direction. But moving up like this and having a downward sloping wedge like this, it does give kind of a bullish implication, I'm not going to lie. We look at the weekly time frame, the weekly RSI here. It's at the same levels that we bounced from before. Like when I say same levels we bounced from, I just mean, I mean it's the same levels dating back to like 2022, December. Stochastics are oversold. The last time that we were oversold here, we were at a low point. The last time we were oversold there, we were at a low point. The time before that, we were at a low point. All these times here that we've been near the oversold zone, let alone actually in the oversold zone dating back to 2022 again, we have been at low points. There's hope, you know, bullish divergence. The thing is, even though we are quote unquote at a low point, we could go lower still. You know, these stochastics can stay oversold and we could be going to a lower point here. The RSI can get oversold. That would definitely break us out of this support area. The MACD can continue to build bullish divergence but still build bearish momentum, and that would definitely send us down too. So we are on a weekly basis shaping up for some bullish procedures. It's just, is it now? Is it months from now? And I don't have the answer to that question. I have hopes. I have hopes and dreams. I hope and dream that the green dragon is the one that wakes up and not the red dragon, but I don't know, man. I'm seeing red. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Okay, bye-bye.